Well, you guys, right now, I just want to say thank you to to the homegirls, like reassuring me that a lot of stuff. Um, Thanks, hon. Today was a good day. Seems like like yesterday. When your boy had friends, and it was the hood was alive. Um, what happened was the homegirl was kicking coke, bro. And since she was kicking coke, she was suffering, and we had to let her suffer. And it was like a mouth thing. I think it was to be a parent or something like that that she was doing that. And everybody thought she was a hoe, right? Because she had got hit by drugs or whatever, and she would always be hanging out with these guys, and those guys was like, were helping her. But I guess everybody took the ass whooping. You know what I mean? Because in order to kick the coke, she had to look like a hoe because she was always doing that. That sound like that, and she was in the car with the dudes because I guess that's all they had was a car. And what happened was, it was crazy. Like everybody thought she was fucking all these different dudes, but she was just she couldn't be alone or whatever because they were afraid she was gonna go back to doing stuff, and she didn't want to do stuff, and it was just crazy. Like it just reassured me that it just gave me strength because I was going through the head shock and like going through all kinds of pain, and I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. So like, thanks for the reminder. That was crazy. Like it just reminded me, like sometimes back in the days when you'd call a fool up trying to get something, and you hear the noise in the background. Oh, you fucking my girlfriend. That's that's just crazy. But like it was crazy. She wasn't a hoe. She was just kicking coke, and you get no medicine or something like that. And then you gotta like earn medicine and shit. So yeah, that shit hurts really bad. So thanks for giving me the strength to get through the pain, the physical pain, girl. That shit hurt, man. So yeah, and then I went on a bike ride, and we got back to another course with the girls, and you get to this point, and then you ride your bike down the street, and then you hit the crossing, and then what happened is it's like you should be no, you should not be a user, right? It was like, but I'm not a user. I personally made the choice to not use. You know what I mean? And that's what the problem is. Is like you get to know me so that you know that I don't like using substances because of the fact that it harms me more, bro. That's why I was like, I personally quit, but the world didn't. You know what I mean? That's the difference. Like, so it's like when I get hit, like I want people to understand that it's not me, bro. It's a community hit, and I just happen to get hit, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm 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 like anti. I'm not anti-use. I'm not about using substances, but if you have to use them, use it. It's like saying don't use cough syrup, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, you could use cough syrup and do the lean and all that stuff, or you could what's it called? Use it when you have a cough. You know what I mean? So that's the way I see it. It's like it's weird. Like you never know where you're gonna get hit, and you never know where you're gonna get put in a situation. But I personally don't like to use, so that's where I stand on that. And if I do get hit, then I have to explain what happened. I have to say what I'm going through, so that people know. Because I said no. It's crazy. Yeah, today we were talking, and I was like, it's trippy that in the '80s it was like there was two worlds. It was say no, and there was the people using. And then today it's like, just quit. Why can't you? Why can't just quit? Be alive over using. And it was just so many loops. And I was like, it's not cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, why you gotta be shook because you like quit? And then you went through it so many times. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm just grateful for the help, hon. I'm really grateful. Thanks for suffering like that because I remember it. It helped me a lot today. And I know you're not a hoe, and then it's just crazy. And then, I don't know. I just got blessed with a lot of social reminders of people that don't use that went through the same thing. You know, and they were known, in the community. Like people, they had a face, they had a name. They weren't addicts, bro. They were people going through drugs. That's what's going on. It's Ced Velasquez going through drugs, and what happened was I got reminded of the good girlfriend, bro. She was a good girlfriend. She still live around here, and her and her boyfriend dated, and then they were going out. They had a good relationship, and then next thing you know, she started getting coursed in the community, and the coursing got in the way of the relationship, and it didn't let the relationship exist because it was like, like she's cheating on me, you get this and that, and you get this drugs, you get this and that, and what it is. It's drug coursing and drug phasing, but since it's not known, people assume that it's addiction when really it's coursing. So the relationship would have been cool, but what happened was is that I guess the city picked her over him, and they phased differently. Not everybody's on the same time schedule. So like what happened is like even though she wanted to be faithful, even though she wanted to be good, she was getting phased through race, through drugs, and it her boyfriend couldn't deal with it, bro. I mean, it takes a lot to deal with your girlfriend phasing through life. And I was like, man, she really cared and everything. I don't know, me probably because I went through that with my with my friend Erica, and then she became my girlfriend, and it was crazy, like going through those phases, like phasing through race and get phasing, her experiment, like her living her life, and me having to hear all the negative shit, you know, it hurts, bro, but what happens is, she was really faithful, bro. So it's like it's crazy, It's that communication, bro, and that like since I did drugs and I know about it, I know it's a phase, bro. So then I don't know. It came to I've been saying this for the longest is if she could tell you that what's going on, it changes the whole situation. You know what I mean? In a relationship, because of things like that. Because then I went through it too. Because like me and my girlfriend Sylvia, like I didn't have a choice over like being coursed in the city, but it fucked up the relationship. You know what I mean? And even as much as I wanted to not fuck up, I was made to fuck up. You can look what happened now, made to fuck up. Who wants to fuck up, bro? It's crazy, but you know, I guess things happen for a reason. But it was just grateful remembering all these girls and like all their inputs on this course, and that's why I like the faith because you get to see people and their contributions when they're known to or not known. So I'm really 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 grateful for that. It's a trip. I don't know. Right now it's mostly like a lot of faith stuff. You get this morning's cup of coffee was how could you give up everything that you've earned, like with drugs and being known and all this stuff, and could just give it back to the church? You get those are the people that don't like you, bro. Those are the people that exclude you from the shit because you're an addict. I was like, see, that's the difference, bro. It's like I'm not an addict. My name is Ced Velasquez, bro. I'm going through drugs, and it's like, you know, it's like I was like they seen everything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's ridiculous. So it was a talk like that, and I was like, they're like, but you can have your own thing, bro. You can have your own thing. I was like, but I don't have spiritual, like, healing, bro. The faith does. You know what I mean? Faith is beyond human aid, bro. It seriously is. And, it's like undeniable, and it's personal, and it's something that everybody individually has to experience and know on their own. And I was like, I don't have that, I don't have all those angels. I don't have that historical value. I don't have that many people that believe in that. That's their world, and those are the tools that I'm using. I was like, so how could I take credit for the tools that I'm using? The tools that I'm using are all the like the lady, like Lady of Glory has been with me all day, and like she's been showing up a lot of stuff, and it's been a lot of things like that. You know what I mean? And it's like those are those tools. I'm just sharing what I'm using, and my experience. You know what I mean? I would just do quitting with faith, but that's your personal faith. It's crazy. I'm just grateful we got art back, bro. The bushes started giving me air. Like it was the shadows in the bushes were making shadows with oxygen, and then I started here. It was so that was really cool. So I'm really really grateful. Like it's trippy. It's weird, man. See the next video. I'm trying to do this. Get